Hey YouTube, I'm back once again. This time we're doing something a little bit different. As you'll have probably seen from the title, I'm going to be creating my own double plays or combo packs, meaning that titles that I have on dual format in separate cases, in this case DVDs and Blu-rays or HD DVDs, we're going to be combining them together. Now, as a collector, certainly of physical media, and I'm sure almost every collector must get to this point at some stage in the collection where space starts to become an issue. And I guess people have different ways of dealing with that. I know some people that I watch here on YouTube have gone down the route of getting rid of cases altogether and just having discs and sleeves in pockets, plastic pockets. That's not a solution for me, at least at the moment. Whether that will happen in the future, I don't know. As things stand now, I just like to have the collection here so I can enjoy it, so I can look at it. Yeah, at the moment I don't have the space to have everything on display, but that's okay. But for me to go down that road of certainly reducing the size considerably would mean not being able to display them on the shelf like this, and I like to have them like this. So even though we're not going to save an awful lot of space doing this, it's one way of doing it, of saving a little bit of space. Now, there are a few ways of doing this, and you might have seen recently Movie Mad. He did his video probably a couple of weeks ago now on the same idea, which he bought some double disc cases. When I was first thinking of doing this, or when I first started doing this, I should say, a couple of years ago, I did kind of look down that route of either buying double cases or even just individual flipper trays to turn a single disc into a 2-disc. And for me, it seemed very expensive when I didn't want that many. Just buying, cases singly, or even in lots of 5 or 10, it was an expensive way of doing it. What I've got here, I kind of briefly showed this a few weeks ago when it came through the post, or when I was doing an unboxing video, but I haven't opened this yet because I was saving it for this video, and I've kind of been putting this video off. But James went down the route of getting double disc cases for his, and actually they look really good. I mean, obviously they're professional, they're made for 2 discs. This is a slightly cheaper, quite a bit cheaper way of doing it. I paid £3.99 for these for 25, which is what, about 4 pence? No, that's not 4 pence each. 16 pence each. But you can go as little as, I think there were 9 pence if you buy 100. But I didn't need 100. So it's a considerable saving going through the route of buying double disc cases. And what these are individual self-adhesive disc hubs. If we can find our way in. So I did buy a bunch of these probably 3-4 years ago, and made some of these discs up. And I was going through my DVD collection not so long ago and thinking, oh, I've got that on Blu-ray and I've got that on HD DVD. Let's get some more of these. Now, I haven't done this for a very long time, so we might have mixed results to start with. These first ones are going to be really easy. I've got a couple of HD DVDs here. These These are both single disc editions. I have a stack of these red HD DVD flipper trays. So that one, if I can find the disc, which I believe is in there. Oh, if I can reach over and grab it. So we've got this three disc set, which is just in a sleeve. I think I got these from CEX. There's another one there with some of the films in for about 20p a long time ago. But for this one, we'll do Miami Vice. If we can get this out of here. So it's handy for me. Gosh, you can make this one dead easy. So you got the DVD and the HD DVD together. I don't have any of these Blu-ray ones of these, but I thought I'd just put these into the video just to show you how quick and easy that is. Not that I guess people don't need showing that, it's self-evident. Even though I knew I had this on DVD, until I was preparing for this, I didn't realise there's quite a hefty booklet in here. This, however, is not going to fit in this case. So, for now, I think we're just going to leave that one be. I'm going to come back to this one, because I've never done this before with a slim case. And I'm quite curious to see, because they're not particularly, I'm just going to zoom in, they're not particularly fat. But there might be an issue of space, as we're talking about space, actually inside here for the original hub and the new hub. So we'll take a look at that one in a bit. Now, a DVD that I got quite recently specifically for this, because it was only 10p, and I thought, oh, that'll work well in this video. I already have The World's End on Blu-ray. So I've got that DVD. Let's get rid of that digital copy out of the way. Now, you might think, and as I did, you can just peel this off and stick it in place. The problem is the space that you've got is a very, very small tolerance from one side to the other to get the disc right in the centre. And I found that out the hard way originally when I tried to do this. So I did kind of come up with a bit of a solution to that, and it's not that elegant, but if we put the hub onto the disc, so then it doesn't really make a lot of difference actually to the thickness, because it sits quite flush on the bottom. If we had any decent fingernails, and this is where the plant falls down. I seem to remember having this trouble last time with these. It's a shame they don't have just something on the end, a little tab that you can just pull. It would make it so much easier. I think we might end up fast forwarding this bit. Here we go. Right. Put the disc back on. And the reason I'm doing this is once you peel this off, it's very difficult to get this on to the disc without touching the sticky side. So I can peel that off, put the disc in place, and then we can gauge. It's not as easy to do this like this because my hand is totally covering where that is. So we've got to make sure we can close the case. So we have got a little bit of room to go that way a bit. Push on the centre just slightly. Take the disc off. and then push it on. Et voila, there we go. So we have a 2-disc case, and then these coming off pretty easily without pulling the hub. So yeah, there's enough room to close the case, and we're done. Simple as that. Oh, pop that in. Right, I just paused for a second there. So I've started a few of these off, so they'll be easy to peel to go through the rest of these. I'm probably going to fast forward to some of this, otherwise you just be watching the same thing over and over again. So we're going to go back to this set. I have Hot Fuzz. Sadly, I don't have a copy of Shaun of the Dead on DVD. I could have done the trilogy, but that's okay. You never know, you might find one. Now, this is one of a couple on in this pile that I've got both HD DVD and Blu-ray. But as the Blu-rays are more accessible, HD DVDs I keep upstairs. I just thought it'd be better just to do this with the Blu-ray rather than the HD DVD. So I'm gonna once again pop the hub. I'll put the disc onto the hub. We've already got the sticker started. This time we'll hold it top to bottom. In fact, we're going to just do this. So that looks okay, that side looks okay, that side. Pop it down. Is it shut? Yeah. Take the disc off carefully to start with. Then just push the hub. Don't want to put too much pressure on the centre of the hub because it's just plastic and it'll cave in probably. Put that on. There we go, that's another one done. I'm probably going to do the rest of these off camera. It's going to be the same with each one, but they're the films that I have to do, that I've got the DVDs for. But we're going to have a go at this. This is an American HD DVD, so it's in a thinner case. Let's see how we get on with this one, because this one didn't have a UK release. I thought, as I opened it, it occurred to me that the disc on this looks closer to the bottom of the case, and it is, which means we're not going to line up the second disc in this one, because we have to get closer to the centre. I lost my train of thought where I was now. Anyway, disc. Oh, I've just put it there, haven't I? So we've got similar artwork this time. I'm just going to put it in, but not stick it, and just see how it closes. So it feels if it's maybe a little bit stretched. I've got plenty of spare cases, so if it doesn't work I can always swap the case out. So let's pull that off. What I should have tried before I put this on, let's just pop that down and find another disc. What happens if we get the same, we can get close in. Is that close? It's a bit close to the edge there. I think we could actually do it. Right, put it back in its box. This case, I should say. That's peeled. I'm going to have one shot at this, and we're not going to be able to hold it at the bottom, which means yikes, almost lost it. Did we get it? I'm not sure that we did. I think we might be too close. Oh, as you can probably see, the reason why I'm not using this flipper tray in here is because these US releases don't have the tabs. Actually, they've got tabs at this side, haven't they? I wonder, after all that, do these... No, it doesn't look like that they fit. I've left this a little late this evening to be doing this because it's dark outside now, virtually, and the lighting here doesn't seem to be as good as it once was. I don't know why. No, that's not going to fit on there. Right. Your fingerprints all over that disc now. We'll give it a clean in a bit. So we've just about cleared that little tab there. Anything on this side that's going to touch, I think. How did we miss that? I see the way it closes, it sits in between the two discs. Okay. So pop the slip back in. So with that slip in, it will close, but it's a little tight. But it seems secure. Yeah, so it's really pushing that slip up and out of the way. Yeah, so we got it. Anyway, if you managed to get this far through, well done. Thanks very much once again for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.